got him. There we go. Nice. Oh, that was too perfect. Too perfect. Big fish too. Oh yeah, cool. Wind-blown point. How textbook is that? Ate the Arashi glide. Man, that's fun. Just crush it. Cool. It's a good way to get started. This is a fun bait to fish. It's very engaging. A lot of times it's visual, but what it does is it draws big fish. A big main lake point is a really key piece of structure in the lake where big fish are going to live. And this is the kind of bait that gets those fish interested. It's a big lure, a big meal. You're going to catch a lot of normal small fish as well, but there's something about it that draws the really big ones that they might not be interested in a normal offering. This is a great bait to throw to see some of the biggest fish in the lake. Now, what I've got going on is high water. As you can see, there's a tree hanging out here. That used to be dry land. So there's a point laying out here, the wind's blowing right on it, and that should get the fish feeding. There's also some cool things to do if you do see fish following but not actually eating it. There's some different things you can do with the bait to try and get that fish to react. The natural just side-to-side action of they're doing like a half a turn like this, or a slow and steady wind, the fish will almost become in a trance. And to snap them out of it, a lot of times you can kind of snap, 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 and get the bait to go really erratic, or give it a nice snap and then give it slack and it'll turn around and face the fish that's following it, and often that'll get the fish to eat. You know, I've shown some of my friends this bait and gone fishing, and a lot of people are intimidated by it because it's a lot bigger than a normal lure per se, like a spinnerbait, a jig, a Texas rig, your traditional bass baits. And some people might think this is more of a California trout type deal, but it absolutely is not. If there's any sort of bait fish, whether they be bluegills or shad, herring, I mean, this bait works. It catches a lot of normal sized fish, not only giants, but having that power to draw the giant fish is what intrigues me about it and why I throw it a lot. Working the bait, this is a really easy bait to fish. You can slowly reel it, and it has a nice, smooth, wide S swimming pattern. But the retrieve that I've done the best with and that I pretty much start with is just like a half a turn. I just turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, and that bait's just, it's gliding like that. Fishing in some clear water and watching it maybe at the boat ramp or the side of your boat to understand what the bait's doing when you move your reel and wind it in. It gives you confidence that when you make a cast and you can't see it, you know what the bait's doing. So you're not guessing if you're doing it right or wrong. You want to have confidence in your retrieve, and you just got to stick with it. Some days this bite's really going, and some days it's not. But the best window from what I've seen and in talking with other pros and other fishermen is the pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn is really the best window. But I tell you, I've caught lots of nice fish on this bait in the fall and in the summer. So anytime I have a key piece of structure like a bridge piling, a big laydown, a big tree, that's where I like to throw this, because I know if there's a huge fish in there, my best chance of seeing him and catching him are with this bait.